Good morning, family. Good morning, Prince here. So I did this Christmas service, um, and it's ready. It's there, and it's already making sales, which I really appreciate. But there is something that I want us to do to it because I realized that there might be some people that have clients that might want their design to be read, right? And I need to acknowledge the fact that not everyone will know what to do in this case. So this video, I'm going to focus much on changing this design to red. Okay. So we're going to do red and white, right? So that's what we're just going to focus on. Yeah. So the first thing that I want to focus on, let me turn off this. You see, I added these lights. So the first thing that I want to do is I just want to have them turned off. Okay, so I think I had even different lights there. I added these lights and I added this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn the lights off so that I can just remain with the solar. Let me focus on changing this. So I'm gonna also just lock the texture layer, open the design layer, and then I'm gonna use hue and saturation. Just very simple thing, but I understand not everyone. Let me just lock this to this. I understand not everyone might have an idea of what to do in this case. Okay, so we're looking for red. Okay, I think this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. So what we're gonna do is, one thing I love about these adjustments layers is that they already come with a layer mask. So we're gonna focus on the layer mask and then get our eraser, because we're gonna do a lot of painting today. Okay, so we're just gonna make the brush, the eraser soft, and then we are gonna restore. We're gonna restore the focus will be just restoring the you know the I don't know if I should call it the tree or the branches, Yeah, so I just pray that we manage to do this. Okay, please ride with me. So we're just gonna do the painting, just the painting here and there. So for now, I'll just go ahead and just, okay, so these ones will remain in gold. So let me just go ahead and paint all those. So, there are people who have a very good idea of what to do in this case. So for me, I don't know. Like I keep on telling you, when it comes to these things called designing, we have different approaches to things, and sometimes other approaches, they're just there to make the work just become a bit faster, but that you are aware of a certain shortcut. Okay, doesn't mean now you are a good graphic designer. No, there are people who know shortcuts, how to do certain things. That doesn't mean you are better than people who don't. No, I've been using Photoshop for quite some time, and I would tell you that there are things that I don't know how to do. There are things that I don't just even. Just like I was laughing with someone. He came and he was asking me for a setup. These Windows setup. Or let me turn off my notifications. He was asking me for, do you have Windows setup? So I was like, I know I don't have, and not just that, I don't even know how to do that. And then he was laughing. He said, "What? You don't know how to do setup?" I said, "I don't know how to do that." I've been using a computer for quite some time, but really I don't know how to do that Windows setup. I said, I don't know how to do that. I said, I don't know how to do that. So what else are we doing here? Okay, So I'll come back and try to paint the grass. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but and I'll tell you in advance, it won't be 100% perfect, please. Okay, but we'll just try to do what we can do. You know, I wonder this time I just want to get rid of this loiter paper. You know, so we'll come back and just balance up that. We'll come and balance up that. So what else would we need to? Okay, we need to get rid of this. Yeah, so come with me, ride with me. So like I said, it won't be 100%, but it will be worth it. It will look good. Okay, so I discovered there's a line. Now we're going to leave that line. Okay, so I want to focus now on this line. The golden line. I just want to get the focus there. Good. Then we're just gonna go back there and have this line restored nicely. Nicely like that. Nicely like that. Nicely like that. So I'll speed up the video. At least you have an idea of what we're going to do, right? So we're just gonna paint. So I'll speed up the video and then come back when it's done. Okay, so I've done most of the things. So this is what we have now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click here and just make sure that these are by the end and by the end, and you can see it looks very, very nice. So there was this purplish, we have just made the balance, and then now we have this whole color. So can come, and then what we're going to do here is just paint that, paint that, paint that as well. Just those tiny details, so that 10 details, just add those. Just make sure that it doesn't they don't appear too many. Sorry, I had to cut that because of the noises. So here we are. So that's what I wanted, is for us to have that in red. Okay, so we're gonna go back into having the, like, where our pictures are here. Okay, so let us go back to our background actually, and then we're gonna have to, let us try to have the same thing going on that we did here. If we can have something a bit darker here like this, and then go all the way to having it white. Okay, so we'll check this type of, okay, let us try, what if, excuse, we have this red, I don't know. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have two of these as well, right? We're going to have this one, and then we're just going to have the plain white. Yeah, so let me come here first and get rid of the shadow, and then we're going to go into Caro service, but this time around we'll just be using the text effects. Okay, so our blending modes, and then we just get maybe that. But most of the time, this type of thing, that doesn't really work well if the layers are not locked. So I might maybe just start doing this, make a duplicate, make a group inside a group, and then maybe just say unedited. I don't know. You can say unedited. Okay. Because if layers there like this, it's normally, if you add the effects, it won't really work. Yeah, so we are doing these for those that want it in red. So on the stores, what is going to happen is that I'm going to have this uploaded separately. So we're going to have the red, we're going to have the green, and then we're going to put them together and have a bundle. Okay, so that those ones, the green one, they can just go and buy the green one, get the green one. Those that want the red one, they can get the red one. If someone wants both, they can get both. Yeah, because we still have some days to go before Christmas. So some people might want to do maybe a countdown or something. What did I do that is taking time to do this? Huh? Okay, so one of these, I'm gonna make it like that, and then copy the effect. Have this deleted. So you see, that's when the effect kind of looks. That's when it makes sense. Because if you just leave it like that, normally it doesn't really make sense. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Every text will do that. So let me go add it on there. Okay, so there was an effect here if you remember as well. So I'm just gonna double click on the effect and then just ensure that this part is also red. Maybe this red, and then maybe just to reduce the opacity. Or we just remove it entirely. What color was the text? What color was the the text? That's white. So let me make it white. Okay, so this text is okay. So we're just gonna go into our images and make sure that we get okay, so I'm just gonna have that there. Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Or we have this red? Okay, let's see what will happen. So we get that. We come back here. We get that. We go into the shapes. We go to the property. I'm sorry, please, if you're a beginner, these videos are not really for beginners. Okay, you can get one of my classes where we do bit of some basics. So just wanted this thing to be, yeah, so it's nothing complicated, so we're just gonna go into these and just make sure that we change them to red. Yeah, so it was just the issue of doing the hue and saturation and then just started painting. So this thing is already done. Yeah, we just wanted to have something that was red. So if I have it this way, okay, so there'll be actually 3, because after this we'll do the one with white background and then red text. Yeah, so that we just go all in and ensure that no one is coming to start complaining or saying, oh, it's nice. No, it's just that it's in green. Okay, so we're gonna fire up our lens, and then our lens, we're gonna change it as well. Okay, so there is also the one that is beneath here. We also just have to make sure that we have the same, yeah, and there. What? Okay, yeah, that's good. And then also just switching them off, having this one back, and then putting the hue and saturation on top, locking them there, bringing this here, bringing that there. Okay, so with this one we might need to do some of the editings and just remove some of that. Some of that. So okay, we go also up here, we're gonna have to remove some of that, some of that. Yeah, so just giving it a bit of some multiple choice maybe. Okay, so this is done. All my layers are still intact. So what I'm gonna do here is just save this. I'm coming to save this. I'm done here. So I'm coming to save this as this, but we're gonna say red. And then good. So now we're gonna go back, get rid of this. So these had shadows, but I don't think this time around we're gonna get shadows. If we get rid of this, we are going with the red one now, but this time maybe okay. So lock the layers. This is the date. We'll just do one color maybe. Where's the time? Get the one for time. Okay. Venue. Okay, so this time around we are gonna do red, and then we get and paint them white. Red. Yeah, so we also have this one, so that it's properly covered, so that it's properly covered. So this one we're just gonna say red and white. Yeah, so that is how you can actually change. And this is just also to tell you about the hue and saturation and how we use it in changing the color. But you see the lens flare is not really reflecting well, or should I say this type of lens flares. So maybe we just fire up that other one. This looks good, so we'll save this one as well. That's it. So that is how we're able to change it so that you can have multiple choice. Let me try to get this. Let me try to add a solid white. And then, yeah, okay, so that is nice. At least we have something going on even on the white one. I think this actually looks more clean. Yeah, this one looks more clean, so we're still gonna go ahead and save it. And good. So my name is Prince. The templates are gonna be available. Just click at the links that are gonna be provided in the description of this video below if you're watching this on YouTube, and above if you're watching this on Facebook. always remember that in order for you to be able to do works that are going to be appealing or that are going to be accepted, you need the resources, you need the skill, you know, yeah, you need the knowledge of how to. So please get whatever you can get. I'm someone who always makes an emphasis, makes a very serious emphasis on the resources part, because like I say, you can't lock a good fashion designer in a room without a machine and materials and expect them to come up with a good dress. Of course, you need to provide those things, then they will be able to have. So a designer without resources or a designer without the knowledge, it just becomes a title without manifestation. So what makes what is inside of us manifest is how we can gather these resources and bring them together. My name is Prince. If you want to see this channel grow and you want to support this channel, if you really, really want to see this type of videos being made on on weekly basis, so please consider subscribing to the channel, leave a comment, drop a like, and for those who can partner with me, it's just $2 every single month, and I will be able to send you every template that I design on this particular channel. And even when I'm busy, I don't design that particular week, I still find time to send you a template. I love you so much. Thank you for the support. Bye bye.